Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey. Hey.
Hi.
Hey, everyone. Come on in.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to the reality recap.
What's up?
But first things first. Okay. I'm going like this like I got one.
I don't have my
Guys, Little Miss Entertainment is engaged, okay? But she's been off the market.
Awesome. Awesome's here.
Congratulations! Oh my God, they're so cute.
I told him, I was like, I know everybody's going to be like, where's Awesome?
He's like literally right there.
He's like, I told him, right here.
He put a ring on it, guys. Damn.
Thank you.
Huge congratulations. I was like, oh my God.
You were supposed to come. I thought you were supposed to come down for that.
No one said anything. What was it?
It was Jagged Edge at 112.
You mentioned it, but then I forgot all about it. That was that event?
I never reminded her either. I didn't. And
try to throw the hints out there. Didn't want to get too much information away.
Wow. I didn't even realize that was that event. I remember you mentioned it when we were in Brooklyn last year in December.
I didn't even know. Like, he was like, oh, everybody's going to be there for that. So I was like, but I didn't re-mention it to you. I didn't.
Yeah. I was trying to plan a podcast, right? We were going to do a live podcast, but she was like, it's too soon. I don't want to do it. And I'm like, book the podcast.
Aww.
But then she told me everybody was coming down, so I was just like, all right, well, I'll just do it then.
I had no idea. I was
the whole time you had no idea. Like, I'm trying to propose to you, woman.
I know, exactly.
Oh, that is so cute. Yeah, huge congratulations.
Thank
if you guys missed it, she got engaged this past weekend.
Yes. Thank you, everybody in the comments. Thank you. Oh my God.
That must feel like something like, does it feel like different? Are you like, flashing? Like when you talk to people, are you like, so,
I don't have my ring yet.
Like so.
I don't have it yet. So, Awesome has been doing, like, preparing this since August. And so he documented it. And he bought me a Tiffany's ring. So he's putting together the whole video and then when I get my ring, I'll be able to show everybody. But we went on Saturday for me to get it sized, and he finished the last little part of the video. So you see the whole process. But it does feel different. It's like everybody is like, oh my God, y'all are getting married. Congratulations. So it is.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Like literally awesome. Like,
literally awesome.
He's like right there. I would be stunting like crazy. I would be like, oh, guess what? I'm a left-hander now. Like, yeah. But yeah. Oh, wait, I was like, did he just cross?
He's right here.
So what do you want to start talking about, though?
I didn't see Huntsville, and I didn't see Lockup this week. So I missed both of those this week just with the craziness. But
thanks, boo.
Can you give a recap of Huntsville? Because I know a lot of people. Like
I definitely want to talk about Bow Wow though, but we could get to him.
Yeah.
Because I know y'all saw that mugshot. So let me see. I don't know the people's names. Bear with me. I just started watching the show, guys. Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah.
And I think the creator or director, I don't know who it was, but he like posted me. Someone DM'd me and was like,
on your page.
Yeah, someone was like, look, you're on his page. And I was like, oh, cool. I was like, you want to pay me to talk about this? No. Exactly. So I watched 2 episodes. I think there's 4 already, and it comes on OWN Network. and everyone was telling me to watch this show. And it's basically like 3 Black couples living in Alabama, Huntsville. And they have like, they own properties, real estate, and all this stuff. And they get the bag, they get the coin, like together. So it's like a really good show showing how you can team up with your friends and get the coin. And that's what they do. And of course, they have like their own marriage, own issues within their marriages. Like there's one couple. See, now I have to look. This is where I don't know the names. There's a Maurice and Kimmy. They're a couple that dated for 7 years and they're finally engaged. So that's like their whole thing. And then Maurice is brothers with a guy named Marsu, if I'm saying his name correctly. And so the Scotts, Marsu and Letitia. And Marsu is a trip. Like, I don't know if you guys watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, but he seems really controlling. And Letitia, the wife, is like kind of like submissive, and she wants to like go out and work. And he's just basically like, you're better at making the sandwiches. You need to watch the kids. And
oh Lord,
yeah, the shit that slides out of his mouth. I'm like, okay. So you're like in 1942. Okay, like
yeah, right.
What else? Oh, and then there's Melody and Martell, which is they're a trip too. Martell cheated on Melody, and then I feel like basically the first 2 episodes is going to be like a lot about that. It's like everyone's so worried about Martell and him cheating, and I'm like, why is everyone worried about his business? But then I guess since they're going into business, that's why they're concerned about his business, because they don't want his cheating business to affect, them all getting the coin. So yeah, it's like kind of like the plot like surrounds around that. It's like, oh, so you did cheat on her, and then what happened? And
yes,
the man.
Web.
Oh, I was like, wait, what? Hey, Webstar. I saw he was there.
Yes. Yeah.
So everyone was there. I was supposed to be there, and I didn't know. I was like, wait, that was that event. And my girl Tasha, yeah, she didn't even remind me. Yeah. Dang, that just like totally slipped my mind. Like,
I know.
I wish I was there. So yeah, with Melody and Martell or whatever, there was just crazy thing. They were having this conversation, and she was basically trying to school people like, oh, there's a respectful way to cheat. And I asked this in my Instagram stories, is there a respectful way to cheat? And obviously a lot of people voted that that's a lot of BS. But she was basically trying to say like, to respectfully cheat is not putting it out there where everyone is kind of like knows the business, is like laughing at the wife, like, oh, you're doing this to her. And I was just like, and then someone made a comment, was like, wait, like respectfully, like you can cheat respectfully?
I didn't realize that was from that show, and I seen
that
you put in your Insta story. And me personally, I am a person, I know this sounds crazy, but if you're going to cheat, don't be like cheating and it be like all crazy out there. Look, we're saying the same thing. Like, the thing is, I think it's worse when the public and everybody knows that you've been like berated and embarrassed than like if you just catch your husband and it's like between you and him. If that makes sense, or your significant other. Like,
I guess I could see it. Yeah.
When they say like respectfully cheat, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not supposed to cheat at all, but like also don't make me be out here in the world's eye looking like all crazy. So I kind of understood what the girl was saying.
Yeah, I guess I can understand. Lots of like, he had an entire girlfriend. That's the thing. For like, what, a month? A whole girlfriend while he was married. And then, I'm trying to think of the story. So basically, the wife found out because they were home, the wife and Martell, Melody and Martell. And respectfully to pull an Ike Turner. And then basically his phone kept ringing, and then she picked it up and then talked to her. So then he was busted. So he confessed everything, told her the truth. And then she set up an appointment with the girlfriend and was like, I want to meet you. I want to talk to you. And basically wanted to confirm everything her husband, just to make sure that he was telling the truth. And I think like her mom went too and met like the mistress. It was crazy because he was telling his boys that. And they were like, oh shit. She met up with the chick. So, and then I guess he ended it. So this is like, when he cheated, it was basically like a year ago. Yeah. So it's like old news. He's trying to get over it, but then people are still like whispering in her ear, like, oh, your man's doing this now. And now she feels like she can't fully trust him. So the trust is broken.
Yeah.
And I know all about that shit. I'm like, it's done.
Web said, if you're going to cheat, don't bring no one home. Don't cheat with your partner's friends. There's cheats, and there's disrespectful cheating. I get you. I hear you. I think that cheating with your friends, like your significant other's friends, is like that to me is like out of the question. That's like wild disrespectful. I think bringing people home, like if y'all have a home together, I think that's wild disrespectful too.
But he's still messing around with old girl? Oh, damn. So he ain't learned his lesson. And mind you, this is a really good-looking cast, too. They're all good-looking. The guys look good. They're in shape. They all got, like, bald heads. The women, they're in shape. They all look good. You know, keep the bodies right and everything. So they're really nice to look at. They're all cute couples.
Yeah.
Hey, Pisces girl. I don't know. I feel like Melody needs to let him go. But she won't. Since they're all like friends, they're all going in business together. She's comfortable. He ain't going nowhere.
I was just gonna say that because I see what Lots of Legs said, and some people, once they get cheated on, they don't leave because they're so invested. Like, I haven't seen the show yet, but if they got a business, they got families, they got, you know, accounts and money and all this kind of stuff intertwined. Sometimes you just gotta figure it out. It don't make it right. It don't mean that it's not disrespectful. It don't mean that it don't hurt. Sometimes you just gotta push through and work it out. It seems like.
And a marriage is probably harder to leave too.
Absolutely. So, yeah.
And then I forgot if they have kids or not. I think they do.
Yeah.
But is cheating a deal breaker for you? Because they were talking about their deal breakers. I think that's how this topic came up. And then Melody basically said cheating is a deal breaker. I'm like, B, but you're still married to your husband.
You're still in it to win it. I think that people are human, and I think people make mistakes. I always say this. I think depending on the circumstances in which some people do have weak moments, if somebody's habitually cheating on you, like they just wild, like every other day it's a different girl, you can't keep track, Instagram models, this, that, and the third. Yeah, but if you got a like ingrained marriage, you've been married for 15 years, and somebody slips up and they, they do something wrong, I don't think that's worth throwing your whole marriage away. Because I see a lot of people do that. Like, I'd be like, Dad, y'all was married for 30 years and he cheated, but them whole 30 years he didn't do nothing wrong or she didn't do nothing wrong, and you just throw your whole marriage away. To me, that takes a little more like you got to look at what the real issue is at hand. Yeah. Some people start feeling neglected. Some people start ignoring. They lose the luster. Like, so there's other things about that. So me personally, I have to say, like, it's up to the situation. But if you in this thing is brand new and this girl's coming out the woodworks and you don't care and you just wild disrespectful, I wouldn't put up with that. I wouldn't.
Yeah, in this case, Lots of Leg, it was an entire year. That's a full-blown relationship.
That's too much.
I'm sorry, I gotta get a divorce. Like, nah. Because it's beyond just the cheating aspect, the sex part. It's, you've been together for a year, you obviously have feelings for this chick, and the whole feelings thing is just, do you even love her? Love can happen within a year, and it's like, nah, man. So, throw the whole marriage away. But did you hear about? So yeah, definitely, guys, watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's good. I gotta catch up.
Is it the first season, Lala?
Yeah, first season. All right. So brand new show. The accents are crazy though, because it's Alabama. When Melody talks, I can't even do it. But it's like the Southern accents. I just found myself giggling a lot when they were like talking because I'm not used to that, you know. Duh, like I live in Jersey, I'm from Jersey, so anytime I hear the Southern accents, I was like, oh. Yeah, it's different. So yeah, check that out, guys. So, did you guys hear about Bow Wow?
Yeah, what is going on with Bow Wow?
Damn. At first, I'm not gonna even lie. At first, I kind of chuckled because I didn't know the whole story. Then I started seeing people's comments like, it's not funny if it was the other way around, and if he put his hands on her and then it'll be over for him. And then I was like, we still don't even know the full story. So I don't even know who to believe. So over the Super Bowl weekend, Bow Wow and his ex, I keep calling her Kilolo, but it's Kiyomi. You know, she's on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I mean, no, not Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I'm mixing up shows. Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you watch that one?
No, I didn't.
And they've been on and off for a while. So, and the mom keeps telling him, you need to leave that girl alone because they are toxic together. So they had this whole blow up over Super Bowl weekend. And then they both got arrested. Supposedly the cops didn't know who the aggressor was. So they just booked both of them. Both of them got mugshots. Bow Wow's mugshot is he's all scratched up and everything, and Kiyomi looks like it's a perfect, flawless mugshot. So I'm like, damn, she beat the shit out of him, and then where are your marks at? But, they could be, not visible or something. Maybe not on her body.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh, she attacked me, and then she's like, oh, well, he attacked me. So it's basically you don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But then, recently, more details came out, and let's see. Kiyomi saying that the whole thing started because Bow Wow erupted in a jealous rage after watching her speak to another man at a party. And then that the man's name is Shaquille. So I was like, I hope they're talking about Shaq.
What? Jesus.
Yeah. They didn't confirm if it was Shaquille O'Neal, but I was like, that would be crazy as hell if it was Shaq.
He had this straight, a female took their nails and scratched him right across his face like that. That's what his face looked like.
No lie, though. Bow Wow still look cute in his mugshot though.
Yeah, I'm done with you, Lala.
He got the nice eyes. I was like, oh, he's still cute, little Bow Wow. So yeah, she said the argument happened when they got, back home. They live in Atlanta. She claims that Bow Wow pulled her by the hair and dragged her down the hallway to another room while shouting, get the hell out. And then that she got 3 broken ribs during their fight. And then Bow Wow saying that he admitted, that he became upset because she was talking to another dude, but that he didn't do all that. He just packed her bags, placed them by the door. And then in response, she was the aggressor. She threw a nightstand lamp at him, and that scratched up his face.
Jesus.
So,
that's what scratched his face like that? Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Allegedly. And then one of the arresting officers noticed a lamp on the ground in their bedroom. And then that she had red marks on her fingers as well as a few broken nails.
Oh my God.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
But according to what? He has a past, though, for domestic abuse. Because I remember Erica Mena talking about how he was abusive. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's kind of one of those situations. It's I feel like they both put hands on each other. And he ain't all the way innocent. People are trying to make it oh, poor Bow Wow, free Bow Wow. First of all, he's free. He posted $8,000 bond. He ain't going to stay in jail. Yeah. I don't know about her. But he's been out. He's been out partying, after the situation happened. And his lawyer advised him, not to talk about it, obviously. But... yeah. Yeah.
You know what? I always have had conversations with my friends, and I personally only one time have I slapped somebody, right? And it was out of super anger. They were
slapped a dude?
Yeah, super crazy stuff to me. Mm-hmm. And it was such a reaction. That's the only time. I've never been in a relationship where mm-hmm. that was how we communicated. And I think that's what, once you start yelling, after yelling, it's throwing stuff. And then after throwing mm-hmm. stuff, it's throwing hands. And then after throwing hands, what you gonna do? Kill somebody. So each layer of, once you start arguing with somebody, mm-hmm. Once you start calling names, it's the next what's the one up. Then you start hitting each other. And then after hitting each other, then you start really beating each other up. So, after you can't communicate through that stuff anymore in a relationship, you got to leave that relationship because y'all don't know how to effectively communicate no more.
Exactly.
And it's always going to end up, how people naturally, once you start arguing, even if you say you've let something go, you be like, well, that's why in 2018, you bring up old stuff. That's how it escalates when you, start hitting each other.
Mm-hmm.
The one time it might just be you slapped the guy in the back of the head. Then now he slapped you in the back of the head. Now you slapped him in the back of the head. He turn around and he yoke you up. Then after the next time he yoke you up, he throw you down the steps. Once you break down that barrier of oh, we throw hands, it's no going back from that. It's just no going back from that.
I feel like the guy is automatically always in the wrong So people, I feel like from the jump, just assume like, what the hell did Bow Wow do? But like someone said, yeah, she's always beating on him supposedly too, knowing like, oh, you can't hit me back. But I mean, I'm just saying, I've heard that he's abusive. I don't know. That's what I heard. So I still believe they hit each other, which is wrong. You shouldn't put your hands on no one. So
super crazy.
Did you hear about I was reading this right before we got on live, listening to music and reading gossip. Something happened with Soulja Boy. Do you watch the marriage boot camp stuff?
Yep.
But like something happened outside of that. Where'd that article go? Supposedly some woman said Soulja Boy kidnapped her.
Oh my God.
I can't even believe that. That was just funny to me. I was like, wait, what? Yeah.
Wait, did you hear, Lala, about Game talking about having sex with Sin Santana?
I didn't even post about that because the Game really irks my nerves. And I don't like him. Like the whole eggplant thing, which I heard he be faking stuff in his shorts. Him messing up Tiffany, like he had a good woman and he just messed it up. He's just annoying as hell. And I feel like he's trying to use Joe's like reuniting an old ass beef just so he can get some type of hype now. And it's like, dude, you're washed. It's like, if you got to do this, you are washed. Just let it go. But he's trying to beef with Joe, and I'm just like, please don't respond, Joe. Please don't respond.
I know. I was so shocked. Like, I like the Game's music, like, and I wasn't like, I'll admit, like, I wasn't a big West Coast rapper fan. I love Snoop Dogg, and everybody always kills me. Like, I feel like Dr. Dre was like just a little bit before my time, so like I never like got connected with Dr. Dre. Respect all his music and like his current music, but like NWA, like that wasn't my ish. But like,
so you weren't into like Death Row?
Yeah, Snoop was my jam, and then like it wasn't any rapper I really want to say into the Game that I like from the West Coast, and now I love Nipsey and I love Kendrick. So like it was like a gap. It's a gap in between all of those. But like I really started losing a lot of respect for the Game because I loved that show with Tiffany. You remember they had the show, the reality show, showing how they were planning their wedding. And then when that fell apart, I was like, damn, like, I don't really, like, all his antics on the internet, besides, like, don't get me wrong, I would never say I think he is handsome. Like, I think he's a good-looking guy.
The Game?
But then, like, it started getting corny at some point. You know what I mean? Like, it started being, like...
I just think he's a cornball altogether.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's claiming he slept with Joe's fiance, Sin Santana. Then he's going on like, oh, I smashed Kim Kardashian. And then the latest thing, he's trying to take credit for Joe Budden's career now, saying, I'm the reason why you're an on-air talent. I'm like, what? How?
Can he get out of here? Joe been on the radio. Joe used to be on Hot 97 back in the day. Let's be real. Let's be clear.
I remember... I don't want to spill all the tea. I was telling someone in my business in the DMs, and I was like, let me keep my mouth shut. But I'm just going to say, I remember Joe from before Pump It Up Joe.
Really?
So, back in the day, Joe, him and his cousins, Joe, around Jersey City. So, that's all I'm going to say. That's the Joe I know, but...
That's funny.
Yeah. I'm like, I ain't gonna spill my own tea. What else is going on?
Do you want to talk about Married at First Sight?
Yes, because I totally miss Love After Lockup. Since I was watching the Love and Marriage Huntsville, I was like, I feel like I missed the show, and it was Love After Lockup. So I don't know what's going on.
Love After Lockup too. That was like,
did you watch that?
And I was like, dang, I missed Love After Lockup, but I did see Married at First Sight.
People actually DM me and they'd be like, did you watch it? Because I keep refreshing your thing and I don't see the recaps. I don't like what? And someone's like, you usually post a recap for Love After Lockup on Saturday. It comes on Friday. You post it Saturday. And I'm just like, I ain't watch it yet. So they're like, oh, I'm waiting for your recap. I'm like, I still ain't watch it yet.
That is too funny. You got a loyal follower.
I still didn't watch it yet. So sorry. Ain't no recap this week. What was the other show? Married at First Sight.
Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
So randomly, I was at my friend's Super Bowl party. She has it every year, and her friend is an AKA, and she told me that Jasmine was like coming to, they call them like, I guess, prospects, and she is, she met her, and like, she was like, yeah, I'm on this show called Married at First Sight, but she can't talk about it yet because she's trying the NDA. And I was like, oh my God, connect me with her. Me and Lala do the reality recap. I can have her on the podcast. And so she's going to try to connect me with Jasmine. I guess a lot of people know Jasmine. It's funny because... Like,
Keisha was good.
I know. My friend just told me she knows her too. Tell her to come in the comments. Let's chat.
What's her Instagram? Drop it here or DM me.
Yeah.
I don't know why I have this feeling that her and Will aren't together anymore. Ooh, what I want to know, did your friend notice if she was wearing a ring or not?
I don't think that, I didn't ask her, but I don't think after they, whatever they sign, I think they have to take the rings off so nobody knows whatever.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that, I think previously on other seasons, they've said that, like in like those, like the recaps that they do. So, because it's like a 6-week difference of what we're seeing and what they're living in like real life, if that makes sense. So like once we see the first episode, it's like 6 weeks after that. Like there's like, it was 6 weeks ago. So like we're seeing the second episode. So that was probably like 12 weeks ago, if that makes sense. So like she's probably just waiting to the end of the show and the reunion.
I hope your friend can connect you though.
Yeah,
maybe we can get a little inside scoop.
For her too. I'm gonna be like, yo.
I want to know like what she's like though, because she just seems like really uppity at times.
She said that she was cool. Everybody, and it was so funny because it was another girl that was at the Super Bowl party that said she had come cross paths with her. Didn't like, they're not friends, but she crossed paths with her. She said she's nice. So, but you know, people are different than just like one-on-one communication and being in a relationship with them. So
yeah. So I guess Will wasn't there. They probably tell them too, like you guys can't be seen. I forgot what reality show does that. No, who was that? It was Flavor Flav. Remember?
Yes.
When he would pick a woman, but then they couldn't see each other for months because they didn't want to spoil the outcome before the reunion or something.
Does that too?
Yeah.
The people could like agree to like be married, and they can't say anything until the season finale airs. Could you imagine? And then the Bachelor. What is crazy with the Bachelor is that that's a whole year. So they film like when it's the Bachelorette, they're filming the Bachelor. So the whole Bachelorette season has to go by before the Bachelor can even say anything. So
they don't see each other for an entire year?
They can't be together for almost an entire year. I think it's like 11 months. It's like almost.
Oh, I'm cheating. What the fuck? I'm gonna be honest. I'm like, look, all right, I can't go a year. Nah. Like you still want to be with me, but this is gonna be an open relationship.
Yeah.
That's nah. Fuck out of here. That's so dumb. Like
it depends on what that check looking like. Because I would be like, mum's the word.
But that's crazy though. Like that's not good for the couples. Like
no, it's not. I'm sure.
So it's all for TV. None of this is real.
TV, like guys, we gotta remember these are reality TV shows.
I can't. So yeah, she said something that was funny. Jasmine, because her and Will didn't have sex yet. I think the only couples to have sex was AJ and what's her name, Stephanie. Who are the ones that are like bonding like the most right now. And then Kristen and Keith, they didn't do it yet. But then on the next episode, she's all like, I had sex with my husband. So,
yeah.
Obviously, Luke and Kate ain't do shit. And then Will and Jasmine. So it seems like they're both ready for it. But Will is like, when I meet someone, I want to take my time and not treat the girl like a piece of meat. And I'm like, oh, okay, Will, I respect that.
Like him.
And Jasmine's basically like, yo, when is my husband going to make a move, you know? So she's leaving it up to him. She wants him to initiate the sex so she can follow. But I'm just like, if you really want it that bad, then just like straddle him and jump on him and then turn him on or something. But she you know, she's playing cool. She's waiting.
And you know what's so funny to me? There's so much, I know, like, there's so much more leading up to like actually having intercourse that I be like, why don't y'all just like lead into it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, like she's like, I want him to make the first move, but he could still make the first move when it comes to that, but you can still be intimate and you can still be like flirtatious with your husband and stuff like that. I mean, they don't show like that, like they don't get that in depth, like in the bedroom scenes and stuff like that. But I just be thinking to myself, like, if you feel like if you was coming, I always say this about Married at First Sight. There's plenty of people in the world that have made out with somebody drunk in a bar. You married this whole person, like. Get your freak on, girl. Go ahead and move. Like,
and newlyweds, like, I wouldn't be able to keep my hands off of you. Like, and they just, like, chilling. That's why Pastor Cal was sitting there like, y'all not in the friend zone, are you? And they're like, oh, no. Like, we're attracted.
We like each other.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I did see Will peeping at her butt, though. So I was like, okay. There's something there. I don't know if you caught that. He's probably like, damn. Like,
exactly. Do your homework, girl, because that's the point.
Nah, you gotta do your homework. Homework come first.
Exactly.
Gotta get them A's. And then who else was there? Oh, Luke and Kate. Oh my God, the part when Pastor Cal came in and he had that one-on-one talk to Luke. I was scared. I was like, oh shit. He took his glasses off. He was like, if you're not going to be the man that I'm expecting you to be, then you need to get on out. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, Pastor Calvin wasn't playing with Luke. He was like, do you believe in this process? Like, do you want to continue? And I was like, oh, man. They got Pastor Calvin revved up.
I feel like Luke is full of bullshit. Like, I call BS. I feel like he looked like he was scared, like he was nervous. You could tell. Like, I bet his armpits was just sweating.
Yeah.
This is Married at First Sight. It comes on Lifetime. And he, I don't know, he just seems like he's just all BS. He's just like, oh, I still want to try. And I'm like, you bullshitting. You just want to be on TV for your business. Like, that's in my head. That's what I feel now. But he said he wants to make a try, and Kate is just super nice. So Kate is willing to to continue trying with her husband, who, when they kiss, he said that he was repulsed. I'm like, how do you do that? Like, how is she going to feel secure in the marriage? Like, I would never even want to make another move again. You get what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even feel sexy around him after a man tells you that. I feel like it's so disrespectful. Like, nah.
I think that they honestly, I think Luke and Kate I think the producers told them to draw this I don't like each other out because, like, I was talking to Austin about this. You ever been, like, this is, like, so sidetracked, but you ever be in the club and, like, a dude that you don't like, be around you and you be mad annoyed? Like, you have, like, a different, like, body language, right? You be like...
This happens when I'm walking the streets of Newark.
Okay, so now you know what I'm saying, right? Like,
hey yo, what the fuck?
If you are repulsed by somebody, I've definitely been in the club where you're trapped. Like, you're in the club, you're trapped. This guy is like following you around. You don't want to be bothered.
That's why I don't let nobody buy me drinks anymore. I be like, no, I'm good.
Because people be feeling like they owe
exactly.
Time. Like,
I bought you a drink. You dance with me all night. Nah.
Exactly. So my point is, Luke and Kate still be holding hands in scenes. Like,
isn't that weird? Cuddling.
If he really didn't mess with her, I can't see it. I can't see that.
That's why something's fake. But then
something's fake.
I thought the producers was telling them. So at first I was like, all right. I feel like the producers set up two people that they know are not going to make it just for the viewers. So they're good because not everyone can be perfect because then that's going to be whack. It's going to be boring. So it's like they need to get like another Jeff G. And Luke is that Jeffy this season. He's even worse.
Yes, he is.
So I'm like, are they doing this on purpose, knowing that he wouldn't be attracted to her? But then when Pastor Cal had that talk and was like, it's kind of like he was giving him a pass. He's like, if you don't want to do this, then, leave the experiment. So that's when I was like, oh shit, maybe this is real.
Yeah.
Because he was basically saying, like, don't do this to her. So, I don't know.
They're the first time on this show, and I've watched it every season, that I'm really questioning. Because I feel like at the end, if they end up being the ones that stay married, I'm going to have, like, a real attitude. Like,
that's crazy.
All of that, doing the most. And I think what they've never seen on the show before, on Married at First Sight, is the couple that didn't like each other and they fell in love. And if that's what they're trying to show, like, okay, he wasn't attracted, but then he started falling in love with all of the beautiful things besides her looks, like her personality, how caring she is, how loving she is. If they're trying to do that, it came off super fake because it looks fake.
So they never had that on the other seasons?
No, they never. They had couples that weren't attracted to one another, but it was amicable. They both weren't attracted to each other.
Oh, okay.
So they just kind of like were hanging out, right? Like they just were like cool or whatever. They made it to the end. They had their little beef, so they riffs or whatever, and then they decided, they said, we're not for each other. They've had the couple like, Jeffy almost in the beginning, but I feel like Jeffy was just a little socially awkward. I think he liked Shawnice, but the thing with Jeffy and Shawnice was I feel like she showed her real side too quick.
Yeah.
He fell in love with like a Mercedes-Benz, and then at the end of the day, she was like a Honda Civic. Ain't nothing wrong with a Honda Civic, but it wasn't that Mercedes-Benz when you walk down the aisle. I think that was his problem with her.
Yeah. This is why I like meeting people in like randomly, like a grocery store. So when you meet me, and if you think I'm cute meeting me in a grocery store, then I'll be like, oh shit, I'm about to blow your mind when we go out to the club or something. Because you see me in sweats, like with no makeup, looking regular. I might got a scarf on my head. And if you still trying to talk to me now, then it can only get better. But he saw her legit with all the makeup and the weave and everything. And then she just switched. She was like, whoa.
So she went straight natural hair, everything. Like, she went 0 to 100. I think honestly, because Jeffy, even though he don't seem like he was a playboy, I feel like he was a little superficial because he was still kind of young.
Yeah.
But
and then also the fact that he was Haitian, that definitely played into it.
Absolutely.
Different cultures. Yeah.
But Jamie on the first season, I feel like their situation was like a clash of their attitudes.
I didn't see that one.
So I mean, it is like I said, it's been, to me, it hasn't been one of those relationships where like the guy is going this hard about the girl, and we'll see, we'll see what happens with it. But their relationship, to me, I'm like, I'm not buying it, but...
Well, in next week's episode, it looks like Kate's going to be pissed or something. Did you see that? It's the episode where the friends and the family come over, and then she's acting weird in a corner by herself while Luke is, like, entertaining the guests. Huh? Yeah.
I said she's socially awkward.
I also want to know... I feel like, remember we were mentioning this last week? I also feel like it's her hygiene, too. I feel like that grossed him out or something.
I think so too. When he was asking about if she brushed her teeth, you know you don't like somebody.
I was like, what?
Your teeth. Like you could love you. I know people.
We're talking about Married at First Sight.
I know y'all have had people that you were like, yo, that's my bae, and you kissed them with morning breath. So when you asking somebody like, yo, do you brush your teeth or not? You really don't like that person. You really don't like that. He kept asking her like, hey, shower before or after bed?
Yeah.
Before or after dinner? I'm like, yo, he really don't like her.
It's on Lifetime.
It's on Lifetime, web. It's called Married at First Sight. And I love this show. I love this freaking show.
I was like, yo, she must stink or something, yo.
Yeah, he ain't messing with her. I
mean, that ain't cute though. Like, you a whole grown ass woman.
we
you gotta get it together.
We was talking about Married at First Sight when the girl at the Super Bowl party I went to knew Jasmine, and we all were coming to the general consensus that gotta be a freaking closure that she got, because everybody was talking about how her hair don't ever move. We was like, is that a sew-in? Like, is that a closure?
The damn bang, right? That's what I was saying last week.
Yes, I know. We were telling them, Lala, that you said that. Like,
when she was in the water, it was still here. I was like, yo, how does your bang not move?
Yes. I can't.
Someone said he took her to the bathroom, too. Like, let's go brush our teeth.
Yeah, he did. Like, all right, babe.
Yo.
To go brush our teeth. I'm like,
oh, man.
Dude, she might have a BO or something. I don't know.
That's bad. Oh, man. And then, are you caught up on Marriage Boot Camp?
I am, yes.
Okay, so you saw the whole couple swap thing that they did? Like, wife swap?
No, I must be an episode behind. I saw the episode that... Was Soulja Boy cooking breakfast in the beginning of this episode?
I feel like it, yeah. Because last week we were talking about how him and I were beefing, and then he walked in the room and was like, bring me my breakfast in bed, and she did.
I think that...
So they punished him. He had to make the food for everyone.
Yes. I ended up not seeing the end of it, but I saw that they matched Nia up with Fizz. I do remember seeing that. Yeah.
And they used to, I was going to say they used to mess. No, they talked. Tiffany was pissed. What I found so sad about the episode is the fact that she was getting so souped at the little things that Waka Flocka was doing. So she had Tammy's husband, Waka Flocka, and they switched or whatever. So they were like on their little date. And she was just like so excited, like, oh my God, he's pulling out my chair. He's opening my door. Like, simple stuff. And I was like, damn, like the stuff she's like, Fizz never done any of that stuff for me. And then they're doing the like green screen interview. And then he was like, oh, like I will do it with someone else or something. I was like, that's so fucked up. He like whispered it. Why are men like that? Like, just let her go then.
Yeah, like, it's like, gets on my nerves. Fizz definitely gets on my nerves. Like, I'd be like, Fizz, why are you even on this show? Like, for real, bro. Like, you doing a whole lot.
He's just one of them pretty boys, player, just want the ass, treat all the chicks like shit. No man ever did that for her. That's what I feel like.
But you know what? There's a lot of girls out there that be so thirsty. That's the new manipulation, y'all. That really is like the fake gentleman. And I be telling all my friends, like, stop falling for the fake gentleman, because they know that if they just do those little things in the beginning, you be so thirsty because a guy never did any of that for you, that they get you hooked. And then, like, 3 weeks later, you be like, what happened to all of that? And then he be like, I bought that.
Everyone's nice in the beginning.
Everybody's nice.
Everyone.
But I feel like more recently that guys do that. That is like I'm the fake gentleman to get you hooked. And then like, I never ever been like that a day in my life. So now you all caught up in me, and now I got what I want from you, and I'm going to just treat you however.
Exactly.
I peep it. I keep an eye on stuff.
I peep it too, but you just got to play along too though. Yeah. Like when they just...
You do.
They be thinking they so smooth, and I just be like, oh, really? Oh, okay. And in my head, it's something totally different. I'm like, yeah, you just like the rest of them. Next.
Exactly. But people be getting caught up. They be like, oh, my God, he took me to cheesecake. Girl. Girl. Stop. It's cool. You can buy your own cheesecake, girl. When he starts taking you to Fleming's, then we can talk. When the steaks come out and they be like, which cut of meat do you want, man? Then you could be a little impressed. You could be
none of that shit impresses me. I don't know. It takes a lot to impress me.
I feel you, Lala. You should totally not be impressed by a nice date. You should be impressed
because I can take myself on a nice date. Like, I'm just that type of person. I'm just like, I got my own money, so you getting all soups like, yeah, I took her to, like...
Absolutely.
I'm like, okay, and like impressing me is like learning me, knowing these things and remembering certain things and, showing me stuff like that. But spending like all this money, dropping like bags and stuff, I'm just like,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Exactly.
Be impressed by people's character. Be impressed if he goes and he helps at a homeless shelter, or he volunteers at a hospital, or he's the leader of a young male youth group. Be impressed by that stuff, y'all. Don't be impressed by no freaking Cheesecake Factory. Like, that's not fancy. Sorry.
Took his ass to Red Lobster.
Exactly, Lala. Wait, but I know we're jumping around, but did we talk about old boy and Keith out on Married at First Sight and them going back to his grandma's house? I wanted to talk about that so bad.
Oh no, we didn't talk about that. She was like, I'm not staying here. We gotta get a hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's different this season too. So they actually got neutral spaces for all the couples this season. Yeah. Remember they changed it up. So last season was the first time they gave the couples $5,000, which is nice. And then this season they got them all their own spaces. So I was like, oh, okay, they stepped it. They must be getting more money.
Yes.
Lifetime.
But she was like, and then I love when they start talking about the finances. And when she was like, she said she was okay with him making less money because he was in school. But then she flipped it and was like, she was like, I really wanted somebody that was making more money than me. I was like, oh, the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out.
It seems like the women are the bosses. You notice that?
Yes.
Like Jasmine, I think makes more money than Will. Yeah. And then even though she throws out this whole I'm independent, she still wants the man to take care of her though. Yeah. And then you got, what's her name? Christine, making more money than Keith, way more money than Keith. But then he's doing his thing in school or whatever. But the thing is, he needs to step up more because if she is the breadwinner, then he's like, oh, I also want you to cook and clean and do this. And I'm like, yo, she's going to be burnt out. Even Pastor Cal was like, I feel argument coming. The storm is coming. Yeah. And you don't even see it. And they're just like, ugh. And I'm like, yo.
Yeah, listen.
She going to get tired of him real quick.
Sheeta Redbone. When the grandma looked in the camera was like, oh, they so cute. Girl, I died, honey. I was like, the grandma don't even know, like, you are enabling your grandson to be a slight bum, honey. Like, talk about they so cute together. Yes, he's super cute, but he can't cook. His room is dirty. He don't got his own. Like, I just be like, oh man, grandma, like, I love you. She was so freaking cute. Shout out to grandma.
But the old school furniture. You keep the old school
red carpet. You know you at grandma's house when you got the red carpet, honey.
She probably had plastic bags on the chairs. Yo. Yes. You sit on the chair, they be like, squeak, squeak, squeak. Yes, I used to hate them shit. My great grandma had that.
All that wax fruit and peppermint candy. That I could smell it through the screen. I was like, oh man, he at grandma's house.
Oh man. She was like, Christine was like, we are not staying here.
Yes, that room was a whole mess. I'm like, you are grown. It's not like he's a young 20 either. Y'all, I'm done. He is 30 years old living like that. I was like, yo, what is going on with this room? All I can smell is the dirty sneaker smell. Y'all know the smell I'm talking about?
I'm like dying.
I'm like, yo, how are you living like that? Oh, man.
It looks hard to dust.
Too many knickknacks in grandma's house. You can't dust all that. No. Oh, man.
I already feel sorry for Christine. She's going to have a lot. She's going to have to, like, nurture him and teach him things and groom him. It's a lot of work. Shit, he should already know in his 30s. Like,
the mama.
I'm, like, exhausted for her.
Me too. Because listen, let me tell you, I don't know how many, of course, I'm sure a lot of people pay their own bills. But it's a lot when you're taking care of somebody. Because mentally, that's exhausting when you be like, okay, I got to come home, cook, clean, buy the food, take us on dates. Like, that is a whole lot. Like, that's a lot for anybody. And then now you're not in a relationship. You might as well get you a mirror and put it in your face because that's who you want a relationship with. That's who you want a relationship with.
Exactly.
Listen.
See, in my last relationship, when I lived with my boyfriend, he didn't want me to help him pay the mortgage. and then I feel like I had to contribute something. You get what I'm saying? Because I just don't feel like living with someone and I'm not contributing anything. So I will buy the groceries and I will find little things to pay. But I can't be like a Jasmine, like, oh, you take everything. Like, nah. I got to contribute. And my name wasn't on, the house. So I'm just like, I got to contribute somehow. So, yeah. Can't bum it. You got to help. And then also I don't cook. So I was like, I'll buy the food. I'll clean up. I'm a cleaner. I could do that. So you gotta, balance 50-50.
But wait, did y'all see how old boy, what's his name, AJ, started really showing his true colors? AJ and
what's her name, Stephanie.
He got some control issues. When he was talking about he didn't like the thing that hangs over the shower head. First of all, I love those. Whoever invented that, I love you because that's where I got all my shampoo at. Like, who don't like that thing that hangs over the shower head? I was like, sir.
It's all right. I was kind of agreeing with him, but I was like, when you're just getting with someone, you need to keep certain things inside and not. It's like he was just like too, out there showing himself. I'm just like, yo, chill. You don't have to like it, but just like, shh, you don't have to say every little thing because I kind of don't like those because I feel like, I don't know, the way my shower is set up is just, I don't know. I feel like it just doesn't make it as nice. I feel like it would make my shower a little tacky looking. I don't know.
I completely agree. Like, when he was saying, I understood what he was saying. Like, if you have, like, a smaller shower, that does kind of take up a lot of room. But if you got, like, a decent-sized shower, especially because, like, a lot of times now, like, the newer houses, they don't have no type of they don't even have soap dishes. They just have, like, the marble or, like, the tile or whatever in it. You got to buy something to put in the shower to put, like, stuff on there.
Oh, I made sure my shit's had that. I got the I got like a marble thingy and it's like the 4 things for like stands. So that's why I don't need like the caddy.
Yeah, so if you have that, obviously. But like, I was just thinking to myself, who argues about that? Like you said, like you said it right, Lala. Like even if he really didn't like that, like he was making a deal out of that. Like he was making a big deal out of that. I was like, oh God, boy, Jesus.
And he is so dead ass serious about eating with her. Like, I fear if she misses a meal, he is going to snap.
You ain't lying, honey. You are not lying like he's crazy.
He gonna be like, without even blinking, didn't I tell you I've been eating alone for 20 years? I'm like, oh shit.
Like,
yo, he crazy as hell.
Jeez. He be doing a lot.
He want to eat with her every single night. I'm like, I don't know. I guess that's sweet, but I'm just like, damn. I mean, what if she comes home late from work and she misses dinner? Like, he gonna snap. Oh man, did you watch Love and Hip Hop tonight?
I did. I actually faded off at the end of it. I was doing something else, but I watched the beginning part of it.
City Star. When they were talking about the whole...
in the rectum, I was like, wait a minute, this is a whole lot.
I was like, wait a second. I wasn't ready because, what is it called? Gender reassignment surgery? Mm-hmm. So she's trying to get her penis cut off so she can have a vagina. And she's at the doctor's office, Sydney Star, the transgender on Love and Hip Hop New York. And she wants the vagina. And the doctor told her it's like 30,000, 40,000, which I'm sure she knew the price already. She's acting dumb like she didn't know how much it costs. Like, babe, you knew. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you've been doing your research. You knew. Playing for the camera. And then the doctor's like, what can I call you? Like, and she's like, oh, you can say she, her, or that bitch. I'm like, you don't say that in a doctor's office. He's like, we're not going to use those words. I was like,
yeah.
And then he was like kind of explaining how the penis is like sliced to turn into a vagina, which I've actually watched an entire YouTube video with that. It's pretty interesting. I'm like, whoa. I watched the whole thing.
A lot of detail tonight.
Yeah. And then he was saying I have to tell you about the risk. If something goes wrong, you could be pooping from your vagina. Mind you, I'm like eating while I'm watching this. So when he said that, I was like, wait, what? I was like, what the fuck? She was like, oh. I was like, damn, this is the stuff that it takes. If you're a man and you want to be a woman, like these are the risks you're going to have to deal with. And then she's worried about, am I going to be able to take a 10-incher? She's like, because I like them big. And he was like, maybe like 6 or 7 inches.
Lord have mercy.
That part was just way too real.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't throw up emoji. I was eating while I was watching. I was like, what the fuck? Pooping through the vagina if something goes wrong?
That's too much. That is too much. Oh my God.
Because they might cut like the anal part or something.
Yeah, he said they can puncture it. I'm just like, which you know what? I just wanted to be very clear. I hope she finds her journey. Everybody deserves to be happy. I don't, like a lot of people psychologically, they don't understand what it takes, or those people, I don't want to say those people, but, they have a name, the transgender community to do that switch. I always say this about Love and Hip Hop. I always feel like they take something that's super serious and then they lighten it like this. Like they make it like, oh my God. But I just don't think that she's a good representation, or how they edit it for what she's going through. You know what I'm saying? That's what bothers me about it.
And then I'm mad that they're focusing so much on Sydney Starr.
Yeah. I'm
just like, yo, where's Joe? Where's Remy and Pat? Like, what the fuck? They're coming next episode. But, oh my God. And then Joel Santana and his whole chiclet mouth. And it's I'm just like, and then they showed the whole engagement thing. And then when he put the ring on the wrong hand.
Yeah.
It was boring. Love and Hip Hop New York fell off.
I'm telling you, they had me hooked in the beginning. I just don't I'm just not hooked as much anymore. I'm just like, all right.
Did you see the part when Rich was meeting with Sydney about her music?
Yeah.
So she brought Mariah Lynn along, and Rich was not here for Sydney, and then he was like, Mariah, why are you here? And she's like, oh, you don't got a problem with me being in your bedroom or something, but you got a problem with me being here. I was like, oh. She went off. She brought personal into business. And then she was like, I've been messing with Richie Dollars on and off for 8 years. I was like, damn.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So this is in between him smashing other chicks like Moniece, Erica Mena, and the strawberry chick. It's like a long list of chicks he banged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alice, definitely is a mess. But I know DJ Webstar was in here earlier. Him and Mariah Lynn actually got a new song out. It just came out like a day or so ago. It's actually really good. You gotta check it out.
That's dope. I'll check that out.
Mm-hmm.
And then who else? I've been forgetting about Mano. Mano was on there. It seems like he doesn't want to support his girl. I forgot her name. Oh, Maggie. Yeah. She actually sounds all right. But he basically was just trying to give her advice. People run around chasing his music shit and they don't never get to where they want to be. Yeah. And he basically said he spent a decade in the music industry and he's still not where he wants to be. And I was like, damn. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Rich's baby mama. So she's facing 20 years in jail.
That's crazy. That's super crazy.
For stabbing her husband. Self-defense, right, though?
Listen, we was just talking about it.
You get a public defender.
Once you start stabbing your husband, now you're in jail. Can't go back from that.
She's going to be an old biddy by the time she gets out.
Mm-hmm.
If she gets to 20 years. And did you see the part where Juelz was telling his moms, I'm going to propose to Kim? She seemed like she was there for it. And then supposedly because his brother and her don't get along. So she's like, you still gonna do that knowing that your brother and Kimbella don't get along? Yeah, they fell out. Oh, the timer is coming on. Oh, the baby mom shot him twice. Oh, we gotta catch you guys next Monday though. Because this is running out of time.
We love you guys.
But congrats again on the engagement. Yay!